Seriously, guys, I was clearly not ready for this, but there it is. It was a rough ride. Like, seriously. It was a rough ride. I'm telling you guys. Like, Avengers EndGame. As easy as it is, it definitely is. It deserves to end this way. Like, the end of the Avengers quadrilogy. Like, the end of the Avengers series in the MCU. I'm sweating so much that this movie was really rough. Like, it was amazing. Like, that's what I'm gonna say to you guys. This movie was great. I really did like it. The other thing, guys, when this movie was released, I've seen so many non-spoiler reviews until I seen the movie. I haven't seen Infinity War, but I did today until I've seen Infinity War before I've seen Endgame today, so I watched both of them and see what I think of Endgame since I've watched both of the movies. And the other thing is, my most favorite Avengers movie is Age of Ultron, because basically a lot of people think it's meh, but I really like it, because Ultron is one of my favorite Marvel villains throughout the MCU. Thanos, he is alright, because basically, throughout the past year, people all over the internet loves Thanos. Like the internet is just crazy with Thanos. Like, this main villain throughout the MCU that we just waited for to see him for the past few years. And from the past of the previous MCU films, like, he's been in cliffhangers in the ending of in every ending of the movie after the credits rolled. So since we have Infinity War and now Endgame for Thanos to snap his fingers to destroy half of the whole universe with all five or six of the Infinity Stones to put on his gauntlet. And we all do know that throughout the ending of Infinity War, he snapped his fingers, and most of all, our favorite heroes vanish into dust. And now our surviving heroes throughout Endgame has how to get the Infinity Stones and get all their friends back. And defeat Thanos once and for all. Like, it all begins when Tony Stark and Nebula, they were the only ones survived in the planet Titan throughout the last film, when they lost the battle since Infinity War. And now they have to find out how to defeat Thanos and everything. Like, right, throughout the whole movie, it was 3 hours long. Like, this movie was seriously 3 hours long, and we've seen the characters trying to figure out how to bring the friends back, get the stones back, and try to defeat Thanos. It was very, very epic, though. Like, this guy, like, everybody, and I mean almost everybody throughout this movie is just insane. Like, it's really, really rough. And even though when we saw Captain Marvel and Ant-Man reached into this movie, it was pretty surprising. It was. And throughout Infinity War and the ending, when everyone thinks that Star-Lord is the man to blame because he actually hit Thanos' face and it got him to get away and he snapped his fingers. Until then. The surviving heroes, Steven, also known as Captain America, Tony Stark, Nebula, Rocket, Black Widow, everybody, like the rest of the heroes. The rest of our heroes still got a second chance to defeat Thanos and get their friends back. And throughout the whole movie of 3 hours long, like, they basically, yeah. They really did their best here. They really did, and brought everybody back till the climax in the ending of the movie of the Endgame. Like, this movie is basically like the Return of the Jedi throughout this whole series. Like, Return of the Jedi, like, I really did like, a lot of people love Return of the Jedi, and that's basically what you think of it. That's basically when you think Return of the Jedi to Endgame, and Infinity War is like The Empire Strikes Back. The other thing is, the other spoiler thing I forgot to mention, guys, though, like, there is spoilers in this review, if you read the title. throughout this whole film, like, this movie is like 12 issues long, like 12 issues of of comic books. That's how long the movie is. 12 issues. So, throughout the whole movie, when Stark came back to Earth and they're trying to think of something, and even when Captain Marvel was with them too, even when Nick Fury vanished away, because they didn't even need him. They didn't need him, because they're focusing this on themselves, and this is when they're bringing up these ideas when Ant-Man shows up, you know. Wow. Like, seriously, when this movie, like almost in the beginning of the film, when Ant-Man shows up, and they're surprised to see him, like Steven, Black Widow, like when they saw Ant-Man went into his lair, went into their lab, you know, that's where the Avengers always hang out on, and Ant-Man knows what he's doing, like, basically, he knows what he's doing. And the other thing is, when they're trying to, even when they try to capture Thanos into his home planet, well, not Titan, but another planet that he lives in, and he is now resting as a farmer, and when the superheroes came to get him, he told them that he doesn't have the stones anymore, and they're all gone. Like, basically, the stones almost killed him, and he has to get rid of them. And now they're gone, and since Thor decapitated Thanos' head, they had nothing else to do until they just give up and went to their own separate ways, until 5 years later, Ant-Man shows up for this idea. Time traveling. This is what they think of. Time traveling, go back in time to get all 6 of the Infinity Stones before Thanos collects them. So, until when they collect all the Infinity Stones, they snap the fingers to bring all the rest of their friends back. And that's what their plan was throughout this whole film. And yes, this movie was insane. The climax, the ending of the film was insane enough. Like, just pure epic awesomeness. Like, a huge... Like, it's just... After when everything was screwed up, since Nebula switched together, like the modern Nebula to the past Nebula switched her, and let the big Thanos ship come out of the time machine, and then they're about to rule the world, destroy the universe again, what Thanos was about to do years in the future. Until then, the past Thanos came up, and then now they have to take care of him once and for all. And the thing when the rest of all the heroes came back, it just gives a big smile on my face. Like when Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Mantis, Drax, Eagle, Scarlet Witch, everybody, like the rest of everybody that's been faded away into dust into the last movie. It's just amazing. It felt really good to see them come back. Like, this movie is definitely, like, one of the best throughout the MCU, and it's just amazing. Like, throughout amazing. And even when the war started of EndGame, when it started, like, Captain Marvel tried to stop Thanos from getting the stones from the second gauntlet, but until then, Iron Man got it, like, it all switcheroo until he snaps his fingers, and now Thanos and all of his minions now fade away into dust. That's what they get for messing around with the good guys. And the sad thing about the big spoiler thing, that Stark actually now died, and he deserves a rest. Like a long, long, long rest. Because throughout 11 years, like this we've been waiting for since Iron Man came out since 2008, and now Stark is now dead. Rest in peace, Mr. Stark. We will always remember you. 2008 to 2019. Yeah, it was pretty harsh to see Stark died. And the other thing is, since all the heroes are back together again, all we know is it's great to see Thanos die. That's what we like to see. Like, we love to see the heroes take down Thanos, like everybody, and come back again. Like this, seriously, this movie is amazing. I'm sorry this lighting's getting dark. It's just the sunset up. Alright, so in the ending of the movie, they start using the time machine again, like when Bruce Banner, well basically Hulk Bruce, used the time machine to make so Bruce can go back to his own time period since his first movies took place since his own Captain America film since 2011 or 2010. I forgot. And he decided to stay here, stay into his own time period, and married the woman that he loves. And now, years went by, and now we see him old, and he's done. Like Steven, at Captain America, he is now finished. He's done. Like he is clearly done, and now he's giving the shield to Eagle. And yeah, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to see, but it's worth it. Like basically Captain America and Iron Man deserve their own rest, and now we're going to spend our own time with the rest of the heroes throughout MCU. So, throughout the movie, the ending of the movie, it's just great to see Captain Marvel joining in, including Ant-Man, and all of our other heroes that we know and love is now back. It's just great. Like, it's just amazing. Like, this movie is great. Like, it's not the best. It's great. Like, it's not bad. It's just great. Okay? So yeah, is Avengers EndGame worth the money? I say yes. It is. For your own cause, to all you Marvel nerds, all you Marvel fans and MCU fans that loves the series, you should definitely give this movie a shot. It's definitely worth the wait. Like, worth the money, worth everything. This movie, I give Avengers EndGame a solid 9 out of 10. It's just amazing to see this movie. So yeah, I love the movie. It's really good. Like, since I now seen the movie, I like it. So yeah, that's my conclusion. This is my review, my thoughts about the movie. It's really good. The dialogue, the storylines, and the wait throughout the past 3 hours long in this film. Yeah, it's great. So all of you guys should head out and see this movie and tell me what you think, and post me in the comments down below and tell me what the movie's like to you guys. Tell me what your opinions are. I really like to know. So I'll see you guys in the next review, like anytime soon later on this year, because I will plan on to do more movie reviews throughout this year of 2019. So I'll see you guys in the next video, so stay tuned guys and have a good one, and like and subscribe. So take care guys, and I'll see you guys next time, so stay tuned.